que nos está dando hoy la cámara, me cachis en la mar. Pues vamos a ver cómo estamos, gente. Espero que estéis todos bien, estéis sanos y a salvo. Tengo a Britt aquí conmigo otra vez. Esta vez la vamos a enseñar algo del grandísimo Astor Piazzolla, aunque tengo dudas porque igual lo ha escuchado ya este tema. Pero tenemos Libertango. All right, let's break this down. So, we're going to see next week some compositions by one of my favorite composers, Joe Hisaishi, the greatest of all time. He was very influenced by tangos from South America in that genre.
Okay.
Okay?
This tango.
Yeah, like the dance. Yeah.
Okay.
But it's a musical genre too. I discovered Astor Piazzolla. He's from Argentina. I discovered him playing with this, I think I've talked to you about him, this flautist from Puerto Rico. His name is Xavier Barreto.
Okay.
Amazing human being. Saludos, Xavier. Sí, seguro que no lo estás viendo, pero saludos enormes para ti.
Salud.
And he introduced me to this song. He was like, dude, we need to play this song. Like, let's play it.
Okay.
And I learned it, and I freaked out. And I'm still convinced that either it's just like one of those, like, what do they call those? Effects. Like when you're convinced that you've heard something or you've seen something, but...
Oh, the Mandela effect?
Yeah, Mandela
effect.
Mandela effect. That's what I think happened to me with this song, because I'm convinced that I've heard these melodies before, but I didn't know who it was.
Okay.
It is one of the most gorgeous pieces ever. Instrumental. No music. No lyrics. So we can't screw it up. Let's go. Vámonos que nos vamos. Libertango, Piazzolla. And this is the exact video that I saw for the first time, too.
Here.
More clapping. Your favorite.
I'm sorry. Not the whole time, right?
No, not at all.
Okay, the tango influence.
God. nice organ.
Yeah. Everybody wants to start clapping to the beat. Oh,
Yeah, that just gives me chills every time. I just love that song.
it's great. I think the violinist should have been front center because he was killing it.
Oh yeah. Well, the thing is that
Kill it.
the piece, the main melody is with that instrument that looks like an accordion, but I've learned thanks to my wonderful audience that it's not an accordion. It's called I don't know what they call it in English. It might be the same kind of like roughly translated or whatever, but it's called bandoneon. And it's just basically a smaller box accordion, right? And then it doesn't have keys; it's all buttons. But that's what Astor Piazzolla used to play.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's I don't know how, because you hear it too in a lot of like French music and some Italian
That's
music
what I
too.
noticed.
Yeah, so but I know there's a lot of
Interesting.
Italian culture that got exported to Argentina as well, and probably some French too. I mean, we're all a melting pot.
Well, I guess because of the tango, I used to watch old like 50s movies, like Audrey Hepburn, and then she would be in Paris, and there would be like tango music, and it just reminded me of France.
Yeah.
And Paris more than anything else, just because that's what I was exposed to. So it's really cool.
And it's interesting too how like with this like Studio Ghibli, how it kind of like from the artistic standpoint, like what's his name? Hayao Miyazaki. He had a lot of like, from what I see, like a lot of European influence in his art. You know, that's why they always consider him like the Japanese Disney and stuff like that. But it's interesting how they were able to incorporate too into the music as well. Like all these different influences coming from, you know, South American countries and then like middle of Europe too. I just find it fascinating and just so melodic, and then the tension too that builds throughout the song and all. It's gorgeous to me. It's so cinematic.
Well, that's why they can dance to it in the way that they do.
But it's interesting because, you know, you see like newer genres of like dance music, right? And like there is something that, like, as an example, to put it in perspective, like this has something in common with reggaeton. Reggaeton always has the do ga do ga do ga do ga, and this had the dun 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 dun. There's like a rhythm so you can dance to it. But this, to me, there's so much more like information to make you feel something as well. It's not just about like the functionality of the music to just dance. It's like I would feel I would, if I started dancing to this, I'd be like, I'd be feeling something. I'd be feeling something. Watch out with me. But anyways, si sois nuevos al canal, darle a suscribir, si os mola el vídeo, darle al me gusta para esos algoritmos, dejarnos recomendaciones en los comentarios y nada, si tenéis 2 minutos de vuestro tiempo, está por ahí abajo pesao.co con la sociedad melómana si os queréis unir, está en la tienda de merchant si queréis pillaros algo guapo y apoyar el canal, nos podéis invitar a un cafecito, a little bit of coffee, and nos vemos en el próximo vídeo. See you later. Bye bye.
Ciao.